Sasha Vrtunski. I'm an urban planner with the Planning and Urban Design Department, and today I'll be talking a little bit about the Alternatives to Gentrification report and the follow-up workshop around equitable development we did last year. From 2011 to 2014, the city of Asheville worked with the East of the Riverway area. The East of the Riverway is made up of a series of neighborhoods starting from Hillcrest, the West End Clingman Avenue neighborhood, the River Arts District, South French Broad neighborhood, South Side, Erskine, Livingston, Walton, and it's anchored at the south end by Lee Walker Heights, Mission Hospital, and AB Tech. So in this process, the city really heard from residents and artists, folks in the community, that they were concerned about changing demographics and property values in the area. They felt like things were really changing and they were concerned about that for the future. So the city of Asheville heard that and decided to investigate that further and funded an Alternatives to Gentrification report. And this report really looked at the data behind what was happening in these areas. So the report did find that, yes, indeed, there are changes in the demographics happening in these neighborhoods and in the River Arts District, as well as property values are increasing. And it definitely affirmed what folks had been thinking was happening in the community. The Alternatives to Gentrification report also suggested some strategies that the city and the rest of the community might pursue to help preserve existing neighborhoods and increase the amount of affordable housing and artist space available in the area. And really those strategies are for the entire community. It's not for any one organization or government to take those all on. So it really relies on partnerships between the city of Asheville, Buncombe County, anchor institutions, and local nonprofits and neighborhood associations to work on those strategies. A few months after that study was released, the EPA announced an opportunity for technical assistance grants called Building Blocks for Sustainability Grants. One of those grant areas was equitable development, and the city felt like this would be a good opportunity to follow up on the work of the Alternatives to Gentrification study with the community. The city of Asheville was awarded this grant, and we were one of 22 cities in the country. And in July of 2015, the EPA came with several consultants and did a workshop for the community. The purpose of the workshop was really to educate our community about what is equitable development, build a common language, and to really hear from the community how they see Asheville as a community moving forward equitably, and what are some ideas for some strategies. And another purpose of the workshop was also to give us some best practices from around the country that we could potentially think about for Asheville. So we have just recently been able to release the report for equitable development, and that equitable development report summarizes the workshop. It summarizes the input from the stakeholders that turned out to the meeting. We had an evening meeting at the Dr. Wesley Grant Senior Center in Southside, and that was followed up the next day with a smaller workshop with a smaller group of people, really looking at those potential strategies around equitable development. The report summarizes those strategies and ideas that the community had, and there are four main areas, and those are increasing the engagement and communications in our community. The second is preserving existing and increasing affordable housing in our area. The third area is increasing local investment in our area that benefits our community. And the fourth area is preserving and celebrating history through the arts. These four areas are elaborated on in the report, which you can find on our website. The Alternatives to Gentrification report and the Equitable Development Workshop are initiatives that follow on the foundation of the city working with the community to address concerns. We have a long history of doing things like the Weed and Seed Project, the East of the Riverway process, we have the Caleb program, we have many other initiatives that we believe are responding to community needs and addressing these issues of concern. You can find the Alternatives to Gentrification report, the Equitable Development Workshop report, and other materials on our website. Thanks so much for watching.